So today is a little bit more for the people who like to do something creative with their music, for example, composing or writing, but also for people who are just practicing. And I want to talk about this idea of inspiration and of waiting for inspiration. So if you are waiting for inspiration to get started on some kind of creative project, or you're waiting for inspiration to come back because you started and then the inspiration went away, you lost the thread, or you're just waiting for the inspiration to practice, you're waiting for the right feeling for that inspiration to make it so that you can do nothing else with this moment in time but pick up your instrument. I'm here to tell you that you may be waiting forever, because inspiration is its own master. We have very limited control over whether that lightning bolt is going to hit us. And I know from my own creative career that it's very rare that just out of the complete blue, the lightning bolt appears, that bolt of inspiration. That's what it can feel like, but often it is the result of consistent work and of consistently being curious and researching and thinking and observing the world, which gives us all of this stuff to draw from. So we are filling ourselves with all of these ideas, stimulation, and then we have a big kind of full sack of things to draw from. And then maybe we're walking down the street and that idea hits us and it feels like it came out of nowhere, but really it didn't. It came out of all of the work you did leading up to that moment. And so in the year 2017, I tried to write a song a day for the whole year. I didn't make it the whole year. I wrote 180 pieces of music though, which is quite significant. And every day I had to come up with something new. And what I found was that every day it was possible. It was possible to create something. It may not have been something that I was completely happy with. It may not have been something that it felt like it was finished. It may have been something that felt just a bit kind of rubbish that day, but it was something. And because I wrote so many somethings, some of those somethings I was really proud of, I was really happy with, and I continue to play many of those pieces of music today because I liked them, and to think that I made them in a day is kind of amazing with nothing. So if you are waiting for inspiration to get started on a creative project, or if you're waiting for the inspiration to practice, then I'm here to tell you that you could be waiting forever. So what you need to do is you need to get to work. You need to warm up on your instrument or warm up your creativity by doing some writing exercises, doing some improvising, and by working, by warming up, by also reading, by looking at art, listening to music, you are opening yourselves up and you are making yourself the biggest target possible and giving inspiration the best chance of hitting you. So if you are interested in ways of getting started with some creative projects like writing, I'll link another playlist of videos that I made a number of years ago, which have a lot of exercises, just quick prompts. Most of them go for about 10 minutes, and you can do the writing exercises. So this is a great way of getting started. And then once you've done the exercise, you can keep going with the exercise. Maybe it brings up something, but also if it's just an exercise, then it's okay. You are simply exercising that muscle the same way you would be exercising your muscles if you were running your scales. If you go too many days without playing your scales, your muscles get weak and you have to build the strength and flexibility and dexterity again. If you go too many days without exercising your creative muscles, the same thing happens. They also atrophy. And so you then have to work on strengthening and making them flexible and open again as well. So today is the day, if you've been waiting for some kind of inspiration, today's the day to stop waiting and start working and give inspiration the best chance. Open yourself up big enough, fill yourself with enough stuff that inspiration has the best chance of hitting this huge, enormous target that you are making yourself. Hi, I'm Erica. I am a musician and music teacher, And I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more practice tips, motivation and inspiration. And also share this video with any friends who are also practicing music. And finally, if you like, you can stick around for a short meditation at the end of this video to prepare you for a great day's practice. So happy practicing, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So let's just take some time to prepare the body and the mind for practice. Take out your instrument, books, music, whatever you need for your practice today, and then spend a few moments making the space comfortable. And when you're ready, coming to a place of stillness, you can stand or sit with your instrument, and then with the next exhale, gently closing the eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. Notice where in the body you feel that breath moving, the nose, the throat, chest, diaphragm, where you feel the rise of each inhale and the fall of each exhale. And now you can begin to count each breath. 1 with the inhale, 2 with the exhale, 3 inhale, 4 exhale. Just up to a count of 10, then returning back to 1 again. And if any thoughts appear in the mind, simply noting, thinking, or any feelings, noting, feeling, and bringing the attention back to the breath. If you find you're distracted, simply returning to the count of 1, back to 10, and then repeat back at 1. So now slowly bringing your awareness back to the body, feeling the weight of your body in the chair, or the feeling of the feet connected to the floor. Maybe the feeling of your instrument under your fingers, its texture. And then, when you're ready, you can blink the eyes open, and I wish you a wonderful day's practice.